Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those who have just stumbled across me by accident, I am Sam and welcome to my channel, Be Positive Sam. I usually speak on here, I like to talk about weight loss. I follow a slim and well plan, but it could be any plan. At the end of the day, we're all trying to lose weight and do our best to be more healthy. I've put all my weight loss updates in one particular playlist, which is my weight loss journey. So feel free to click on. I'll try and put a link up. I don't know if it does playlists, but yeah, I please go along and have a look. So this week, oh gosh, what have we done this week? Well, it's been Halloween for starters. No, I didn't get any trick-or-treaters through the door. So I couldn't hand any of my pumpkin satsumas out. Although we had a friend who had a little boy knock the door and they went to give him some sweets, and he said, can I have an apple? And she didn't have an apple to give him. I thought to myself, but you could have given one of my satsumas. Which I thought was really, really sweet, you know. So this kid had like a tub of sweets and all he wanted was an apple. So he obviously knew what was right for him. I thought it was quite cute, some of these kids, aren't they? So yeah, I live on a busy main road, so I don't really get many trick-or-treaters, to be honest. So this is my 13th week, so it's lucky for some and perhaps not for others. But was it lucky for me? I'll tell you in a minute. So this morning we went into group and it was absolutely hammering down with rain. To be honest, it was quite flooded because I live in like a very rural area, so it was quite flooded around. So, well, I did get there, and I was listening to my relaxing music because I didn't want all the screaming and waffling, and so on the radio. So I just had my relaxing, chilled music on, and the kids did go, "Mum, what are you doing?" Yeah, sort of showing my age a little bit there, I suppose. But that's me. That's my new fad. So anyway, so we had a party. When I got to group, it's party time. Even though I weigh early in the morning, well, say early, you know, 9:30. You sort of, I didn't make anything because I was a bit too busy. And it's quite funny. Somebody's made curry, vegetable biryani, and sausage rolls, and it's not really the things that I eat for breakfast. That it's surprising how many things you can eat, which then gets me into the mindset of, the other day said about I had a B choice in the morning and then was flapping all day because I was like, you know, I've ate my B, what can I eat? And all of a sudden it's like, woof, you think, oh my God, I can only eat bread. But I was looking at the food on the table today and I forgot to take a photo, sorry. And it got me thinking of, we should concentrate on the foods that we can eat and not what the foods that you can't eat. Because there's so much more that you can eat. It could be ways of cooking it slightly different. And that's what I was sitting there in group today, and I just thought, you know, we all forget, you know, you'll go into this thing, well, not you, I'm talking about me, you know, I can't have this, and I can't have that, when actually you can have a lot of things. You know, there might be high in sin, some of them, and you choose that you'd rather have something else, but you know, you concentrate on what we can eat And there's a heck of a lot of food out there that you can actually eat. So that's what I was sitting there with today. And this lady, she made some sausage rolls, and let me tell you, they were bang bang. Basically, I'm going to have a go at making them. I don't know when, but I am going to have a go. I think they're in a pinch of Nombuk. I think it's the blue one, but she added, which is Sins. So basically, what she done is she had the WW wrap, which I think is a bee choice, some heck sausages. They were in an orange packet. She took the skin off of them, because obviously the skin is what is the Sins, really, in them type of sausages. Then she made a packet of Paxo up, which is Sins, I know. I don't know what the Sins are. Mixed it all together and rolled it in on this wrap, and then rolled it up and made a sausage, cut the tiny sausage rolls out of this wrap. I mean, the little sausage roll, I mean, they were like that. But my God, I tell you what, they were one of the best sausage rolls I've tasted. They were really nice. So, and even another lady, because we were voting for Mr. Sleek and Miss Slinky, she thought we was voting for the food. And put sausage roll instead of a man's name. I did laugh. She was like, oh. I thought we were voting for her favourite food. And then there was another lady that made a quiche, a Slimming World quiche, but put tiny, it's like macaroni, but just, you know, like the little tiny beads of, I've got the hiccups. The tiny beads of macaroni. Anyway, she put that in it, and I thought it was quite a good idea, actually, because I thought that made it more substantial rather than crumbly. Well, mine are always crumbly anyway. That's why I like these groups, these party groups, you know, not about, you know, who's best and who's Miss Slinky and all that lot. And I wasn't nominated. Not slinky enough yet. But it's bringing in the foods and how other people see, you know, and I wouldn't make a hummus dip at home because, you know, it just looks so naff. But I thought, do you know, I'm going to try that. I'm going to give it a try. And I thought, do you know, this is like really, really nice. So, and the sausage rolls. So I do find these group parties, you know, a lot of people go, oh, I can't be bothered with that or whatever. But I really, really enjoy it because, like I say, you end up looking at food. I can remember once somebody bought in just chopped up pomelo. Not sure if I've said that right. And I'd never even heard of it. And I thought, what the heck is that? And sometimes you get these foods in a supermarket and it's like, I wouldn't know what it is, how to cook it or anything. And then this person just opened it up, put it in a bowl and just chopped it up. And I thought, oh, well, that's quite nice actually. So, you know, and it's a speed food. But had I not gone to group, I wouldn't have realised what it was or what it even looked like or tasted like. And I wouldn't have just bought one willy-nilly sake. So I do find these parties, and I call them parties, I find them quite inspirational actually, and you know, and really really gets your sort of your mind working, and you're like, oh, well, I'd like this, and I'd change it to this or whatever. So yeah, so today we celebrated Miss Sleek and Miss Slinky and Mr. Sleek, and both deserve, you know, I won't go into their details, but you know, they've lost like over 6 stone between them, but you can really see the difference. And I've only, as I say, I've been going for 13 weeks now. I can't believe it's been that long. It doesn't feel like it. And I can see how different they are. And things they speak about that what inspired them to start losing weight or what keeps them going. And this one lady, she was there when I joined a few years ago, and she was saying that she'd lost quite a lot of weight. She lost about 3.5, 4 stone. And what she was saying, I could totally relate to, because she was saying that she had found it an addiction and it sort of took over her life. And I thought, do you know, you sound just like me. And whereas this time she's saying that she's took it in a calmer approach. And one fella, bless him, he joined in lockdown and went on the Zoom meetings. Now, I found them quite difficult, to be honest. And he started on Zoom and he got his target on Zoom. So, 10 out of 10 for, you know, motivation and persevering on that, because that must have been blooming difficult, because I just lost the plot. I couldn't do it on Zoom. But that's me. You know, some people lost a lot of weight in lockdown. I didn't. I put on my Corona kilos, as I call them. So what else happened? Oh, I know what I was going to say. I went out shopping with hubby the other day, and I purposely took him into M&Co, because I don't know if you can remember, but I was saying that I really want to wear sparkles for Christmas. I really want to be sparkly. And in M&Co, they've got quite a lot of sparkly, they're either sparkly jackets, t-shirts, trousers, or whatever, but the Christmas stuff is coming in. And I quite like the quality of the clothes in M&Co, to be perfectly honest. I'm looking around and there was a tank top, because I do like, as you probably noticed by my Brighton video, that I do like vintage style clothing, and you know, tank tops, and I know it's not for everyone, but it's something that I really like. So anyway, I was in M&Co and they had this black tank top, which I believe has come back into fashion. So and I tried it on and I really, really liked it. So I might go back. Anyway, then there was this jacket, and I've been saying to hubby I want a denim jacket. And he's like, oh, what do you want a denim jacket for? And I was like, but I really want one. But I found this other jacket, and it's like suede. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go and put it on. I'll take you on a journey, and just for you to see. I did put it on Instagram, so some of you may have already seen it. But I'm going to put it on here. So hold on 1 second. Right. So I've still got my slimming clothes on. So I've just took my jumper off, as you can see. Yes, I'm still. See, I've got my. But these are becoming. They're becoming looser. Now, this is my jacket. Tell me what you think. What do you reckon? Now, obviously, I would have a jumper on, so I'm so excited. I really, really, really love it. I really love it, and it's like so soft. I don't know if you can see it. So, yeah. I hope you like it. Because I'm over the moon with it. It's a size 16, and it's not very often that I can put a jacket on, and my old bat wings, they usually are so tight, and I'm like, it might be baggy around here, but I can't, like, so, yeah. So I'm back to the jumper again now. Bit cold in just a vest. So what do you reckon? Do you like it? I mean, I've just fallen in love with it. So, and I was just so surprised that I could just try this jacket on, and it fitted around the top of my arms, because that's my downfall, is, well, being fat, or fatter than what I want to be, and the tops of my arms are so bad. So yeah, I've got a real hiccup about those. So I was over the moon. I was over the moon. So as I say, it's size 16, and I wanted it big enough so I could put a jumper on underneath, so I didn't have to freeze to death, because as I say, it's a very thin jacket. But as Christmas is coming, and you know, we're going out for some different events it's just nice to have something nice to wear on the top rather than my great big puffy coat that, my goodness, I do feel a bit large in it. If you were wondering how to get, my Instagram is the same name, Be Positive Sam. The link is in the banner on the homepage on YouTube. So, and I'm not very good at putting links in, so I'll try and put a link below, but I don't know if I will. But just type in Be Positive Sam, all one word, and hopefully you will see me. Oh, I know. I'll show you how I got on this week. So I do say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I did write it down, and I haven't got the book with me to show you because I do find writing it down help. And I have had a pretty busy week, to be honest. In fact, I've got to go out in a minute. So it's week 13, like I say, and I lost. I did lose. I haven't filled it in there. I lost 1.5 pounds. Yay! Look at that. Look. And can you see? So I've lost 22 pounds in total. This took me 13 weeks to lose 22 pounds. So it's, you know, they're not massive weight losses, let me tell you, but I'm chipping away, which means that in this journey, I have lost I've got my 1.5 stone award. Oh, this was my, one of my goals for Christmas. I wanted to achieve this for Christmas. And if I, and also this one. So I've got double whammy. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it's a sense of achievement. These little certificates, and you get some stickers wherever they are. There they are, look. You get these little stickers, shinies or medals or whatever it is that you want to call it. And then I was going to stick them on my book, and I date mine, and then I'm just going to put one book. So, but now I've got a bit of a dilemma. Which one do I put? Do I put this one, or do I turn it round and put this one? I don't really want to buy two frames. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that one in the frame. I'm going to put that one in the frame, and then just put that one next to it, perhaps. I don't know. I'm sure I'll cross that bridge. There's more things to worry about than putting a certificate in a frame. So I'm absolutely over the moon. So my next little target, because again, if you listen to the videos or see the video, I set myself tiny targets and try to reach each little one. So the 1/2 stone, which is the 1.5, was my target, and the club 10. And now I weigh 14.2.5. So now I want to get into the 13 bracket for Christmas. Now some people say, oh, you can just do that. It's only 2.5 pounds. That's easy if you're a person that loses weight like that. I seem to maintain £0.5 pound, something like that. So I've got to get £3 before I'm in my 13s. 13s. To think in February I weighed 16.6.5. And then obviously the bereavement I had, it knocked me for 6 a little bit. And then I started, what was the date I started? On the 4th of August I started. And now we're in November. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So, so there's a few things obviously that are coming up this week. In a few weeks, because it's Christmas. And I've been listening to some people on YouTube. I do watch a few people on YouTube. And one particular lady I do watch, and uploads daily. I don't know how people upload daily, because I struggle to do once a week or twice. Sometimes I do twice if I can get the time in. And her name is Jo, and she lives in Wales, I believe. And I used to live in Wales. It's Jo's Slimming Wild Journey. And if you've not seen her, which I'm sure you have because she's got more subscribers than I've got, pop along and have a look at her channel. But I was listening to her the other day with her weight loss update, and I did feel sorry for her in a way, because I can remember feeling exactly the same way. And she's so close to target. She had family birthday or something, I think it was her daughter's birthday, and went out for afternoon tea. I've never ever been out for an afternoon tea. It's something that I've never been invited to, and I've never had as a gift, so I can just sit here and rage with envy, because I'd just love to have that experience. But what got me was that she must have had such a wonderful time to then worry and fret over trying to lose the sins that she'd consumed. Obviously, I mean, I think an afternoon tea is about 50 to 70 sins, something like that. But they come along so rarely. Well, as I've never done one, and they're such a lovely gift to either to give or receive. And then to fret and worry about putting on or losing weight for the rest of the week, it must take what's the word I'm looking for, the excitement out of, and the niceness out of having that treat. I think she put on, in the end, she put on £0.5 pound, and if she hadn't have tried really hard, because I believe she'd done some SP days, she might not have. She might have put on more weight. Might put, you know, in hindsight we don't know. But it got me thinking about how to approach meals over Christmas, like going out. Now, next Thursday, for example, next Thursday evening, I've got a curry evening to go to, and I don't want to sit. I want to be able to sit. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm eating. I don't want the stress of, oh my God, I'm going to gain any weight. It's not going to be the norm. I'm not going to have a curry every night of the week. I'm not going to have these types of treats. But obviously there's going to be more frequent ones coming up to Christmas. And I'm not going to sit. I've made my mind up. I am not going to fret and then have to do SP days, because SP days don't work for me anyway. I'm just going to get back on how I eat every day normally after my treat, because at the end of the day they're a treat, and I don't want to suffer afterwards for having a nice treat. So I would thank Jo for that video, and I did feel sorry for her, because she felt so upset, but it did make me think to myself, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want. That's how I used to be. That's exactly what I used to do. I used to do something wrong one day or go out for a treat, and then I would either have no sins and I would only eat speed food, and just to keep it going. And I don't want to go back to that. And so everyone, if you can give Jo some support, because she's nearly at target, I do believe. I think she said she wants to get there for Christmas, and keep going. You'll get there. There's such a wonderful following on here, and I thank you for that video, because it did make me sort of, I could feel I was going down that track of I can't eat this, can't eat that afterwards, and I don't want that. I want to lose weight and enjoy life. Life is too short to be stressing over a pound. If I put on a pound, what can I do the next week that's different? Oh, next week will be different, because I won't have a treat. So, and a substantial treat at that. I don't mean a Mars bar. So I don't know if that's, I'm trying not to feel negative. I'm trying to make it as a positive. But we all approach things differently. Totally. You know, some people might be sitting here going, oh, shut up, Samantha. You know, I don't want to put on weight, so I am going to say. That's entirely up to you. I'm talking about me. I've been there and I've done that, and I'm thinking I'm quite happy chipping away at the moment. I'm in a good place, and I just want to enjoy what life we have, because we don't know what's around the corner. Please go and give her a follow, because I can't believe she does uploads every day, to be perfectly honest, because I certainly can't do that. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd like to thank my new friends, subscribers, pals, for commenting, and I say it all the time, but I really appreciate it, because without coming on here and talking to you, I don't know if I would have kept up my losses each week. And when I say losses, I have actually been quite happy to have lost every week bar one, which was a maintain, in 13 weeks. So I'm quite proud of that. It might only been £0.5 pound, but it's still a loss. I'm dreading the day it's going to be a £0.5 pound on or whatever, but I've got a feeling that it's going to be soon, because Christmas is coming. So Christmas comes once a year, and I am determined to wear sparkles and enjoy myself. And on that note, I am going to love and leave you, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you later. Bye.